I can and have been giving them advice on what is working and what would work, because for one, I think that the formula has to change. You're already seeing right now kind of diminishing returns in the vertical space, and that's largely just because it used to be 5 or 10 competitors, and now it's like 60 or 100. So obviously there's just more of them to go around. So the supply is higher. So and while the demand is growing, it's not growing as fast as the supply did. Mm-hmm. So there needs to be innovation in the space, and I do think a lot of the American companies are coming in to try to innovate. But they also need to understand the formula. They like, there is some sense, and again, there's still some, and it's a lot less than it was in the early days. In the early days, it was an uphill battle making the first few of these, because every time we'd put out a casting notice, people would be like, I don't know, is this porn? This is porn. Are you sure this isn't porn? Yeah. I have been.
You found your male audience.
Well, and yeah, I could get into that, but but like when you read these scripts, they are really vile. Like vile is the wrong word. They're raunchy, but then you watch them and they're pretty tame. And the it's just that it's shot a different way. You read the script and you're like, oh my gosh, like that happens. And then you see it, and it's actually pretty tame, because the whole philosophy behind these, because it's a largely female audience, is it's female gaze. And they just want to see the guy without his shirt on sometimes. They don't need to see all the skin that guys want to see. They don't want to see every gory detail the way that guys do.
It's like they want to feel. Don't show the monster.
Yeah, they want to feel the electricity when their fingers almost touch, and feel the heat of the romantic scene, not see every gory detail. Yeah. And so there was a learning curve, but also not just with how raunchy they are, but the fact that they're shot vertically. Not a lot of people, like a lot of film people, are like, oh, shooting vertically, this is terrible, or
sacrilege,
or how low the budgets are. People were just very like, I'm above this, and so there is almost at an instinctual level a desire to fix these, and I think that is misplaced, because they have figured out a lane, and they know what they're doing. Mm-hmm. And going in and trying to fix them is the wrong strategy. But I think that there is a lot of room for improvement. One of the things that I've been telling people is that these work because they're junk food. And you can make better junk food, but don't try to make this a gourmet meal. People don't want a gourmet meal. And the exact phrase that I keep saying is, nobody wants to watch Dune on an airplane. You know, like when I am on an airplane, I always want to watch a movie. Always, 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 because otherwise I'm just sitting, packed up in an uncomfortable seat for 7 hours.
I fly private, so.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, I can't really.
I need to start doing that.
That'll be my next podcast.
But I do. But whenever I'm on a phone, whenever I'm on an airplane, I want to watch whatever dumb movie The Rock was just in, or like what can I fall asleep for 30 minutes and then wake back up and not really have missed anything? Like, I'm not going to hear most of the dialogue because there's a jet engine in this ear, anyway. So let me put on something that I'm not going to feel bad that this is how I watched it.
Right.
And I think, again, to go back to Quibi, I think, A, Quibi was turned this way. B, Quibi was like making the next Steven Soderbergh movie. And I would always go, oh, I want to watch that Steven Soderbergh movie that came out on Quibi, but I need to do it when it's quiet and when I'm at home and whatever. And then I never got around to it. Mm-hmm. And people want to watch junk food. It's just one more chip, one more chip, one more chip, kind of mentality. And as long as people are doing that, but Raiders of the Lost Ark is junk food. It's just really, really, really good junk food. One of the things that I keep telling people is, my wife and I just went back and rewatched House, the show House MD.
Yep.
And I've been making these verticals. It's like what I do all the time now. And I was like, this would make a great vertical. House is so, every moment, every other minute, there's a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
It's all super soap opera. They're all sleeping with each other and whatever. But House, I think, is one of the best written shows in the history of TV. I think it is a very, very, very well written show, very well executed show. It is excellent in all standards. But it's junk food. It's
Right.
totally junk food. And that's the thing, is as long as people understand this is the lane that we're in, how do we make it better in that lane? I think that they're going to be wildly successful.
Yeah.